All right, what's up, man? I'm Michael Lee. Pound it. All right, cool. Look, I want to talk to y'all about something like kind of real quick. It's gonna be a quick video. What I want to talk to y'all about is something in which, because y'all clicked on trying to know what I'm about to talk about. What I want to talk about is compression. I probably covered this before, but I need to really cover it. Check it out. No matter whatever you do, when you do music, right, and you produce it or you mix it or you master it, no matter what happened, well, you don't master it yourself. The computer does it usually. But whatever you do, it gets compressed. Meaning like this. You might start out your beat or your music. The red line might be up here and the yellow might be up here and the red might be up here or the orange. So this is like the top part where it peaks and where it starts to clip. Now, whatever you do, it might go up to this point. But when you do what you do, I'm going to need to come up to this point, just about. Because that's how usually radio will play it. So if you want to know about good music, it's important to know about radio. You know what I'm saying? Because it helps. You know what I'm saying? So how they play it, that's how you want to produce it. You know what I'm saying? So it's important to make sure you go overboard. You know? So if say it's like this. Say you are doing a beat, right? Or say you're doing a song. And in my opinion, it go from 0 to 100. Or 0 to 200, okay? And it's the scale, okay? And so the more it goes this way, which means that the more the louder it is, the more it clips, the more high pitch it is. So 0 to 100 or 0 to 200. And so you want your sound to get as closest to the end as possible without clipping. And so sometimes you can let it clip and it's no big deal. Cause I've let it clip, like, ain't no big deal, just let it. But you think it's okay, but the real true test, if I said it before, and I said it, I'm gonna say it again. If I said it, I'm gonna say it again. The real true test is when you have it exported, because you can't choose what you take. You have to keep doing it over and over and over and over and over again until you reach the point that you like how it sounds. So if you get to the point, be like, I don't want to go overboard. Don't worry about it. There's not really too much when it comes to going overboard, because you really can't, because it's certain stuff that won't make it. You know what I'm saying? It's certain stuff like high pitches, like high songs, like high notes. And when I say high notes, I mean not your high notes, like from your vocals. I'm talking about like high notes, like on pianos and the stuff like that. That stuff won't make it, and so that's why you hear a lot of artists use the dun and dun 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 dun. And so that's why you hear that stuff like that. That's why you hear them use the low. But I try not to. I really don't like playing notes that I can't personally hit, and that's why I do what I do. Oh. Oh, okay. Now sometimes I will, but otherwise I like doing stuff that I can actually do perform. You know what I'm saying? yeah. What else? Well, like I said, it's about compression. It's not your compression, but it's the computer. I don't know what dial you use, but most computer most computers compress. Most programs compress, unless you're talking about most dials or dial compress, except for I think it's one of those free. Yeah, I can't think of right now, but it's one that don't compress. And it's one that's free. Let me, cause it's kind of important. Um, Audacity. Yeah. You go to Audacity and usually they don't compress. There is another way if you wanna be like, man, this beat I got be so fire. I just don't like for it to be compressed. Now there is something that you can do so you don't have to compress it. What you could do is like this. All right, I came up with it when I was in the studio. I was like, oh, that ain't a bad idea. All right, so before I was, before I was doing music like this, before I started hitting the studio like this and all that kind of stuff. Before I was DJing. Okay, and one of the things that I used was Serato. So what I would do is go through Serato and do it that way. I would just figure it out. But another way I would do it is to use use a CDJ or a MIDI controller that allows you to play music and the DJ, and so you can do it that way. You can line it up that way, and so those are some of the ways you can do it. What I want to say also is you can do CDJ production. What that means is this, when you do a song, right? When you create a beat consists of like filters and different stuff like guitar and bass and treble, the natural of it. What you can do is take all those things and all those samples that you use in the Pro Tools and GarageBand and stuff and put it on CD or put it on USB and put that put that onto your CDJ. So instead of playing a song, you play that specific instrument, and then you just kind of do it that way. You can slow it down, speed it up, and then you end up there you go producing a song. But I mean, I love what I do, and the only thing is just when you have to let it go through the compression and rendering and all that kind of stuff, it just loses some of the oomph. And one of the ways to get over that is to do it the other way. You know what I'm saying? Just use what I told you to use, and if you forget, just go back through the video and you know it'll tell you what to do. But yeah, just do it that way. Um, let's see. That's about all I want to say, really.